Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Shadows of Undrentide, and we have some wine deals to broker. Come on, around the corner we go.
I greet you.
Ah, repeat customer of my favorite kind. How might I help you? The Alice would like you to share your profits with them. What kind of nonsense are they spouting now? Or did you fill their heads with delusions of grandeur? I see no profit in sharing with them. They are willing to sell their wine if you share profits. They are they? Well, that makes a difference. I can charge a great deal more for a small amount of wine than for barrels of water. Ah, friend, I can hear the clinking of gold in my coffers already. Such beautiful music. Tell my neighbors I should gladly share my profits on both the water and the wine, and let it not be said that Mushrak is never generous. Okay, cool. I think I changed his voice. It's only been one video since I last did his voice. Okay, we're gonna talk to these three.
I greet you, my child.
You have returned. How may I help you? Mushrak has agreed to share his profit. Mushrak has agreed to share his profits with the temple. He has. By Allah's grace, I can only imagine what it took to convince him of that. I suppose he wants to sell our wine in exchange now. That would increase both your profits and his. Doesn't that seem sensible? Yes, I suppose it would do us some good to have some kind of income. We can fix up the temple and perhaps even hire a few more guards. Thank you, my lady. You've been most kind in arranging this for us. I wouldn't have thought it possible. Well, we've contributed to the survival of this temple and to eventually it being turned into a mercantile place.
To you.
Excuse me, but I'm trying to meditate. Please speak to the High Priest if you have any questions.
Hello.
Excuse me, but I'm trying to study the ways of apathy. Please speak to the High Priest if you have any questions. Alana.
Hello.
If you can help him, my lady, I wish you would. We have no magic here and my skills are limited.
Hello.
Hello, do I know? Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes I get these stabbing pains in my side. The High Priest was able to patch my wounds, but they have no actual healing skills. Oh, God, the pain is getting worse. I hate to ask, but is there anything you can do to help me? I can help. Shifting your alignment one point towards good. Oh, that feels a bit better. Thank you so much now. I'm Garrick. Who are you? I am Sarissa. My teacher Drogan sent me to find you. I am very pleased that you were able to find me then, Sarissa. Is it De Contia? So more kind of Italian. I don't know. I don't know the accents in Faerun. Of course, nobody does because they're made up. Just kind of supply them with whatever. I am unsure of what help I can be to you, but I owe you, so anything you would need is absolutely free. I need you to tell me about this crystal. A Mythalar! Where did you get that? No, that is not important right now. You can tell me about it later. I wonder if your presence in the attack of my excavation might be linked. Yeah, she must have been able to sense the crystal in the general area and thought we had it. That is the only thing that makes sense. Apparently this one is not recovered mentally from his injuries. You might have to let him rest a while longer. Oh, you must think I've lost my mind. I'm sorry. I'd better organize my thoughts for a second. Do you mind? No, go ahead. Ah, alright. I think I have bits and fragments of knowledge that I will try to piece together to make this all have some sense to it. What you have is a powerful artifact from the time of the ancient civilization of Netheril. This is what I have been studying out here, ruins of their civilization. Wish I could tell you exactly what the Mythalar was used for, but no one is really sure. I do know that when a Mythalar is damaged, it can cause great destruction. How do you know this? I have found several ancient writings that describe the Mythalar, referring to them in the use of arcane spells and powerful magical items. One told of a mage who walked into an enemy's home and smashed a Mythalar on the stone floor, destroying everything within several miles. Apparently they are quite fragile. It is a wonder the deacon didn't break it and destroy us all. Thank Vergadane that for small favors. About a month ago, my researchers uncovered a portal room in the ruins. I believe that this portal was used by the Netheril to teleport between their cities. Go on. I had not activated the portal yet, but I think I was fairly close. Where it would lead, I have no idea. But this morning I got a clue. A strange figure wearing a dark cloak appeared in the portal room just before dawn with an army of demonic creatures. The horrific monsters tore through my friends with a savage haste. One of them grabbed me and nearly tore out my intestines. I was thrown against a pillar and left for dead, but somehow I managed to regain consciousness. I think I have seen this cloaked figure before, but go on. She, and I do believe it was a she from her voice, her face was hidden, came in from above through a tunnel. She was trying to use the portal, but I do not think she was successful yet. She spoke of going to a place with limitless power, but she was angry. She said she had expected to find a Mythalar here and could not afford to have it remain out of her hands. After the demonic horde searched our corpses and I gave the most convincing acting job of my life playing dead, she cursed and said she would wait no longer. She would take her chances. So she went through the portal. She told her army to hunt for a small round crystal that she could feel it was within miles of the ruins. Then she turned her attention to activating the portal. The creatures left, and while her attention was drawn, I crawled quietly away and very slowly made my way back here. I thought I would stop at our home camp, but her army had already killed everyone there. They must have returned to the ruins, though, because I could hear them as I left fighting something. I found one of our camels wounded but alive, and I rode it here. The beast died just outside of town. I guess I need to get this Mythalar away from here. This is what I think. You need to go to this woman and stop her from going through the portal. If she has not already done so. If she has, you must follow her through. There is no telling what is on the other side of that device. I think she expects to find Netherese artifacts of almost limitless power, untouched after all these ages. If she does, what then? Think of all the treasure just sitting there waiting for someone to help themselves to it. She may be seeking this Mythalar for her own uses, or perhaps she fears it. With all the power at her disposal, using the Mythalar you possess as a weapon might be the only way to defeat her. I suppose there is little choice. I would be of little use to you there, but I can do something that might help. I have a spell that will take me some time to set up, but I can get it to work. I can reach Drogon with it. It is possible that he might be able to send help, or even to come himself. I know him well enough to say that when it is this important, he will think of something to help. There are a lot of preparations I must make, so unless you have questions, I should get started. Let's see, I have some questions. Ask them quickly, time is precious. Where is the excavation? If you look to the north of this temple, you will see the entrance by the waterfall. Go through it and find your way to the Valley of Winds. We marked it well, so it should not be too difficult to find. Where's the portal room? Once you get to the ruins, you will have to find your way down. The portal room was the last place we reached, so you should be able to find it if you just keep moving. That's probably a good idea anyway, since the ruins may still be crawling with those demonic creatures. Anything else? How do I activate the portal? I truly do not know. There were pillars in the area which had buttons. These might have activated it. I was too cautious to experiment, to tell the truth. With luck, the woman will not know how to activate either. Anything else? How do you know Drogon? This hardly seems to be an appropriate time to be reliving old acquaintances, but I guess you have a right to know. Drogon once saved me from a labyrinth. I was doing some research on the Netherese. Yes, I know I have an unhealthy fascination with them, and found a small puzzle box. It seemed to be just an interesting toy, but when I played with it, I was sucked inside an elaborate maze where I wandered for several months until I was found and released by Drogon. Go on. The Netheril were so powerful that even their toys could capture the mind and hold it captive. Imagine a society so rich and powerful that they could waste time and money on elaborate entertainments that last days, even months before the fascination wears off. It must have been an exciting place to live, but anyways, Drogon is an old hand at solving puzzles and dealing with magic. Once he rescued me, we became friends, and that is all there is to tell. I think I've got everything else. That's all my questions. You had better be off then. I should get started on that spell. Guess I should get going. There is an entrance by the waterfall just north of this temple. Go through it and find your way to the Valley of the Winds. The dig site is there. We marked it well, so it should not be too hard to find. Good luck, Sarissa. When you reach her, hurt her. Hurt her bad. The men and women she killed today, they were good people. Make her feel their pain. You're a angry person. Hello, Valana.
Hello.
Thank you for healing the wizard. I tried my best, but ever since I left the service of Lathander, Oh, but I'm sure you're not interested in me. Ever since you left the service of Lathander, it's just that once I was a cleric of Lathander, wounds such as the wizard's were nothing to me. I returned people to life. I always knew my God was with me. But now there is nothing. I cannot even help this man. I feel nothing for Mal. I'm beginning to wonder if was wrong in coming here. Ah, crisis of faith. Faith, I see. Really, you'd have to wonder why more of these hours aren't going through something similar. Is that wrong for me to feel this way? You're a holy woman, my lady, are you not? Can you advise me? You did not come here expecting spells from Owl, did you? What drew you here in the first place? No, I do not know what I was expecting. Not magic, just I thought Owl was a greater god if he commanded the others, and that one so great deserved contemplation. Do you still feel that way? Yes, I do. It's just that it seems so pointless to worship someone who takes no notice of you. There is so much good I could be doing elsewhere with the proper power. I never used to think that power was important, but back then I could heal people and it felt good. I simply feel so useless here. What should I do? I think you've already answered that question for yourself. I suppose I have. It feels terrible to have come so far just to fail. Or perhaps I needed to do this to renew my faith. I don't know. Thank you, my lady, for showing me the way. I will never forget you for this. I guess she goes on. We got 1,000 experience for talking her through her crisis of faith. Okay. So,
I would speak with you a moment.
I have the time right now. Who'd have thought that this little crystal would be such a big deal, and that little deacon creature had it for so long? Can you imagine anything more dangerous? From what Garrick said, that thing could kill hundreds. Or just, I won't let it fall into the wrong hands. I'm not sure, though, whose hands could handle it. The only use it has right now is killing whoever uses it to destroy Janah's mistress. We have to find out what it's actually good for. Heck, we've got to find out who we're supposed to use it against. We barely know who our enemy is, given the age of the ancient ruin. What else is waiting for us, and why are you still trying to do this horrible accent? It's not even... Is your greed turning to fear? There's nothing wrong with turning a situation to profit, but I'm starting to think I'll be glad just getting out of this with my life. Well, we've got a lot of baggage to carry around now. Let's try and get done what needs to be done. I think one of the first things we're going to do is see if there are any more magic bags. Or, no, we'll get some healing kits instead. I don't think we have enough to get another magic bag. If we do, cool, but I don't think we do.
Well, we finally got here. I want to thank you for all of your help. I know that I was a bit hard on you at times. We probably wouldn't have made it this time without you.
Thank you, Katarina, though I am pleased to be leaving now. I would not have cared to make this journey without your assistance. No, the desert is no place to be on foot, with no source of shade for rest stops. How the Bedine tolerated is beyond me. My only complaint next time, please hire someone other than a kobold to do the cooking. Last night was awful, yes. I have no idea what those meaty chunks were, and I really don't want to know.
You will probably be wanting to hire a guide to take you to the dig site, where your Garrick fellow went. It's a little ways into the desert, I understand, and only the locals really know the way.
Okay.
I am sure one of the Ao worshippers will be willing to take you. They're a fairly agreeable bunch, if a bit daft. Is there anything else you want before you leave?
This is the wrong thing to say. Our payment is being allowed to come this way. Can I see your goods? Well, of course you can. You get the premium discount, too. We are unfavorable? Well, okay, cool. There's the Rod of Dawn, in case we wanted it. Can't afford it, though. 90,000. Okay. So, let me check something here. There we go. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Might have enough for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there are other bags. And I have enough for both of them. Okay. Any more consumables we might want? We got potions of aid. Potions of Al's wisdom. Lesser restoration. 454 for critical. I've got a couple potions of heal. Sure, we'll do a couple potions of heal. That should be enough. I don't think... Well, you know what? Thing to note about a lot of times with the potions and such, it is often better... Oh, can't give that. It is often better to get the ones that are lower in value because it's more efficient to do it that way. But it is definitely the case in D&D 5e that the basic healing potions are more efficient in terms of cost to recovery. But you have the issue that the other ones are better for recovering in a short variety of time. They're better for combat. So, we should be good. Is that a pouch? That is a pouch. So if you want lots of hit points in a very short period of time, you're going to want the higher potions. But if you just want recovery over a period of time, then if you just want most efficient recovery, you get a lot of little potions. Nothing there. Nothing there except the Mythalar. Yeah, leave those there because they can get pretty heavy. Yep, they're 5 pounds. Okay, cool. So, all that done, we have... Okay, let's go look for this waterfall.
You changes your mind, maybe? You want Deacon to write your epic tale now, yes?
No, never mind. Aw, you teases Deacon, you not be nice woman at all.
I hope you have come to take Xanos away from this caravan. These halflings grow more irritating by the minute.
No, stay here. Grr, these small creatures will not last long should Xanos get angry. I think these small creatures will tear you to shreds. They don't seem weak. Let's go find... They said something about being to the north behind the temple. By the waterfall. Oh, there it is. And we get the level up music. How appropriate. Okay. I'm going to up my heal skill. And my persuade skill. I get a feat. Interesting. I could do Great Cleave. I could do Improved Critical, but that would require a specific weapon. I don't want to tie myself down to a specific weapon. We could get Combat Casting, wouldn't be a terrible idea. I could get Divine Might, also not a terrible idea. Get extra Smiting and extra Turning, both are good ideas. I think for now I'm going to get the Great Cleave. Got 8 hit points. It's a pretty good thing here. Hey, Dorna, come guard me. Follow? I interrupted your thing, didn't I?
Indeed.
Okay. Let's see how far we can get before... Okay, there she goes. Stone heads. That seems to be a natural thing. Worker, worker. Well, looks to me like the dig isn't going that well. The ruins are in... ruins. I think she means the camp here is in ruins, but yes, yes, the ruins are in ruins. She caught herself before just... I see you caught yourself just before you finished speaking. Okay, we'll at least take a circuit around and see if we can find any other survivors or any of their attackers. And that was my timer. So I am going to go to a new video. A little bit here. Just doing a complete circuit. Near death. There's somebody there. So that is going to be for the next video. See you in a moment.